What's going on, everybody? Man, it's your boy Tez the Too Deep. This is Artists to Know, and here this time we are at Third Turn Oldham Gardens. We're gonna have a great time here interviewing artists. They're gonna tell us their story. They're gonna tell us about why they should be the artists to know. So tune in. Love you all. Thank you all so much. Tez the Too Deep. Y'all already know what it is.
You gotta know you're great, no matter what these people gonna say. You better know your worth. Get me riding through the city, top off.
Well, what's going on, everybody? Man, it's your boy Tez the Too Deep. We are here with another edition of Artists to Know. I'm so excited for this edition. We got so many artists that we're gonna interview and talk to them about their career and everything that they got going on. So today we have It's Just Live. What's going on?
What is popping? Yo, I'm excited.
You excited?
This is a mood right here.
Yeah. So, I mean, what we're gonna do today is just kind of get to know you a little better. Just give us information about what you got going on. But first off, explain to the people, like, who are you, what you kind of do, what kind of music you make, and things like that.
Okay, so who am I? I'll start with more so what I do. I feel like that'll explain a little bit more about who I am. So I'm a songwriter first. I always like to say that before I had any equipment, any microphone, I had a pen and paper and I was writing. So I fell into my love of music. I love hip hop. I've always wanted to secretly be an R&B singer because I felt like I had a gift with melody, which I do. And now I have like a mixture between the two. I have like this wavy melody type sound. I'm really big on beat, like 808s, and stuff, synths, all that crazy stuff. So yeah, R&B, hip hop vibe, whatever you want for real. I just like to overall make people feel sexy, feel confident, feel happy. Like my artistry, my style of music is just about feeling yourself, knowing yourself, and just feeling good about that.
Yeah. You know so like making music in general, like how did that come about? So like tell us a little bit about your personal story about like how did you go from, okay, I'm about to start making music and this is what I'm gonna do and this is what I want people to know me as.
Cool, like watching the 5 Heartbeats, watching Temptations as a
that's
kid.
Classic,
you know
right
what I'm saying?
there.
Watching Michael Jackson and Jackson 5, like, and then also just being surrounded by, in the church. Church is very instrumental, I feel like, as far as a lot of people's introduction of music, because most people do the ministry of singing. Yeah. And if they're not singing in the ministry, then their mama or their auntie or their granny is. So they're gonna be at the practice regardless. You know what I'm saying? So that had a lot to do with it. And then just having the natural gift for it, for real. Like, it was something that I was just naturally good at. And I feel like that's something you kind of search for even as a child, like something that you just really want to do all the time. And songwriting was one of those things. My cousin, he's a freehand drawer, he can rap. He was like, we was raised in the same household. My mom was a single mom. So I was raised by my mom and my uncle, and his son came down as well. So growing up, he's probably about, I can't remember, he's like 8 to 10 years older than me. But just growing up and watching him freehand draw, listening to like R&B or hip hop, these big old volumes. Remember everybody had those volumes of CDs? He had that. The case was full of the Vibe magazine, XXL, like just that whole nostalgic feeling of like just hip hop and rap and R&B and culture. And that's where it came from. That's where it started. It's just being around somebody who was very into that type of thing, and it just translated well to me, for real.
Okay. So when was your first big, what was like the first big performance or first big song that you created that you would say created the buzz for you for It's Just Live?
I didn't release music professionally until 2017. Okay. I did that by way of my boy Braxton. We both went to U of L. So when me and him crossed paths through this girl named Tatiana Dean, she's a dope artist too. I met Saint. Okay. And then when I met Saint, and I heard how dope he was in engineering, I'm like, dang, he's really making people sound like superstars before like they even on the radio. So
shout out to Saint.
Shout out to Saint, bro. And then like I started recording. I was like, how much it costs? I'm like, dang, okay, cool. So it's I started getting that commitment, that drive to like, cause I wanted that sound. So my first song I would say was on the La La Land EP. And I honestly cannot remember the title, but I do know that it was 2017. And that's when I released my first like EP or project.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it might have been an album. I can't remember. No, it was EP.
Yeah.
Yeah, professional.
How did it feel getting that response from the people? You know what I mean? Like, oh
Man.
wow, I didn't know you were doing that. Now that you are doing it, I'm interested to hear more. Like, how did you handle that response?
I see, for me, it was weird because I felt like maybe it might have been me, and I'm still kind of dealing with this as well as just a person. I'm a very big critic. So it's just like when I release stuff and I have these super high expectations because I know how good it is.
Yeah.
Like back then I only knew how to make really good music, but I didn't really know how to do really good business.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the buzz was cool, but I kind of felt like I was slept on, for real. And a lot of that had to do with the fact that I just didn't really understand marketing. And then a lot of that had to do with, I'm a quiet person. I don't have no friends for real. Like, I'm not a part of I didn't go to college in pledge. I wasn't a part of any other community or the groups or anything that are like on campus. Like, I just stayed to myself. So because that's my comfort zone, I never really pushed myself socially to get out of that, like, just trusting myself. I never really got those big groups to like rally me on and stuff. And I'm just very private, like with my stuff as well. It just, that can be a gift and a curse. Like my life is peaceful, but my business is struggling. We got to figure out how to get out of that. Like, not really struggling, but it's a rough transition to like get out of that.
I got you. So, there's amazing things that go on in your career every time, right? So like you started off, you were actually La Espada.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely.
So a lot of people know you as La Espada.
They do.
And I think recently was it last year or was it a little bit?
No, it was last year.
Yeah, so last year you made the decision to go by It's Just La.
Yes.
Can you talk about like that? Like, why did you change the name? What was that?
It was a business decision and a personal decision. La Espada was the name that I came up with in Spanish class. I literally asked my Spanish teacher. Her name is Cynthia Martinez. Shout out to her. I was like, yo, what you think about the name La Espada? She was like, okay. I was like, what does it mean? She's like, it means the spade, the sword. And I had a correlation. So my story to that is my uncle who raised me, he pledged Alpha, and his name was, I think, Black Spade. So when I seen that, I wanted to give like a memoriam, like a respect to my uncle. The person who I feel like my mom made me strong, she still does, but my uncle was like, really like, that's what I feel like that's what I appreciate masculine energy for, is that type of love, like that tough love. And I that's the reason why I made that name. It wasn't really a business decision. It was just more so a personal, meaningful decision. And that's cool. But like I said, when I became to learn the business, the name La Espada was horrible for me because it put me in a genre that was not my music.
Yeah.
It just did not work.
Okay.
Because that name is Hispanic, it's Latin. So no matter how many 808 hip hops, no maracas, no nothing, none of that, it's not in there, I'ma still be put over there just because of my name. And I felt like that was, one, disrespectful because I'm not even making that type of music, but I'm using that name. What? And then secondly, it just was a really big disconnect to what type of music I was making and who I am too. So I was just like, let's just change it to just La. So it still connects to La Espada because people know me, but most of the time people would tear up the Espada part, so it was La. So it's like, cool, it kind of naturally just made its way to that.
Your name, I got your name. I could not get Giovanni's name before when he was GOL for Tutoro, I think his name was. I could not get that. But La Espada, I got La Espada.
You did.
I was like, I got that one pretty well. I really like that name too, by the way.
You did. I feel like you still do. You kind of like checked me.
Yeah, I do.
You was like, don't change your name. Yeah, people understand. I remember that conversation. I was like, you're right, bro.
But no, I got you. I'll fall back. I just want to sometimes, put in my little 2 cents, and then I'll back up when I need to.
It's appreciated.
You need to tell the people again, what was the name of the video? Because this is important for us because this is when you became affiliated with I Am Royalty. There was a music video that was shot. It was shot by Andrew Robertson. So shout out to Andrew Robertson.
Shout out to you and Andrew because I met Andrew by ways of the video.
Wine for Me?
Wine for Me.
And Bounce.
That
There was a lot of them.
Bop. Anyway, but
so like, what is the name of that song?
Pop Out.
Yeah, let's get it.
Pop Out. Made the ish look sexy.
So that was a good experience. Was that your first like big music video?
It was my first big music video.
That.
And once again, it was crazy while I was in it. Like just seeing, that was the first time I really seen people outside my family like support.
Yeah.
That was wild to me because like, it's like, dang, okay, you've been getting out. Now, like I said, I've been getting out of my comfort zone a little bit. I just got to get out of it a lot more. But back then, I Am Royalty helped me be connected to people that kind of forced me to be like, what you doing? What you got going on? Like, you know, especially with you.
Yeah.
And then Rob, and then Ade. I think he still goes by Ade Elliott.
Yeah.
I haven't really met Sasha yet personally. So yeah, insane.
Yeah.
Like it was like, you know, it forced me to connect. And I was also motivated.
Yeah.
I felt like I could finally connect. So it was dope. Shout out Iron Royalty. You feel me?
Yeah. Shout out to the team, you know. But you know, I just wanted people to kind of get a good glimpse of you. Like, so, you know, with me, I always want to say like, what is something, not necessarily just inspirational, but you're independent artists. Yeah. So there is a type of, you said the word struggle already, you said different things. So why is it so tough being an independent artist right now and during this time, I guess?
Not having buku, literally it's this simple to me. Not having buku capital to make people listen to you. Yeah. Like that is the difference between a major record label and a person who's independent and not already making money somehow, like large amounts. And I feel like that applies to like any business you have to get into. I don't care if you're doing crypto, I don't care if you're doing stocks. I've been studying that. It's like you have to have capital. You gotta spend money to make money. So if you wanna win big, you gotta invest big. And that's the difference between somebody I feel like who is a rookie or an indie, like however you wanna say it, is learning how to find ways to make capital so that you can pay people to listen.
But sometimes there is another way. Networking and connecting with people is very big. That's true. Of course you need the capital. Of course you need the money. I'm not gonna act like you don't. But when you said that, it just made me think like, why haven't we invested into the network? Because the network and connections can also bring you to different situations as well. I'm not gonna get it because you're not gonna get in Big Brother mode and start, you know, talking about stuff. But I'm not gonna do that because we're talking about it's just love right now.
Hey, look, it's all love.
Yeah. So let me get back in and say, hey, who is out of all your supporters? Who is your big? I know who I think your biggest supporter is, but who is your biggest? I mean, like seriously, like ride or die. It's just lie, and I don't care what nobody say.
Besides my mama?
There we go. Yeah. Like, I mean, that's what I was looking for. I was looking for that answer. Shout out, mama. So I'm just saying.
That's my number one fan.
Because I mean, people don't have that. Like I know there's another independent artist I can think of that has, you know, their mom that kind of is really big on support. How is that dynamic still?
It's amazing, like it can shift because my mom wants me to win, like no matter what.
Right.
And she's very business savvy too. Like, so she's more so like, where do you need me? And I'm always gonna be there financially. So she's my first official investor. She's the one who has helped me provide some type of capital. You know, towards my business so I can move forward. Like that video, that wasn't cheap. You know that. So I didn't have that money. My mom did. You know what I'm saying? She betted that on me. So yeah, like that's my number one supporter, and that's how instrumental it is. And even now that I'm getting older and I have, you know, I've got out of education to go to corporate to make actual money, and then where you meet people who never went to college but been making more money. Anyway, so then I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm in a good independent financial situation. So it's just like now it's just more so like it's nice to be able to just have her support and her just her mental perspective.
I got you. So what do you got up? What's going on right now?
Man,
what's the biggest thing for It's Just Live right now?
Right now is consistency is the biggest thing. Like being a lot more, having a reason to my rhyme. I'm just releasing a lot of music. I'm trying to let people know that they can trust me as an artist. I feel like one of my biggest issues as Live Swallow is just lacking consistency. Like I was a very moody Kanye West type of artist where it was just like, if my first, my single drop and it ain't get enough reception, I'm not making no more music. Like that's how I would be. But now it's just more so about understanding the business now. I know that. I have a good idea. I've been researching since 2017. So it's just consistency and building trust with the people who know me and then just new people. Okay. And
you said music. What music is out right now? 2022.
2022?
Yeah.
I can't talk about 2022 without 2021. So we're gonna take a minute. maybe a second. But peep the shirt in the hat.
Hey.
This is merch from my first EP that I released is Just Law called Real Fans. I made a mini film to that.
Okay.
Everybody should go check that out on YouTube. It's so dope. Best Dad Media, Cal, Gloria,
Yep.
Amanda, y'all killed that.
Yep.
Film,
Yeah.
Alexa, Ken, Chandra, everybody like that showed up, dope. And then I just also released a single called Through the City in November.
Okay.
Where I released that at shout out Sasha and Bob Open Mic. I released that there. And then now we're talking to 2022. So I have 2 singles that are coming out, and I'm gonna drop another EP for the summer. Like right, maybe at the end of spring. But the first single is gonna be titled Rida. It's featuring this dope artist named Otis.
Okay.
Some bangers, some nice little bop. I'm trying to do something dope with that. That'll be coming out February 2nd. And then I have another song that I have coming out that's a little bit more sensual. It's more so geared towards the most of my music is about people who love women and then women.
Yeah.
Like that's my music. So it's just like I have a song called Steady OD that'll be coming out.
Okay.
That's a whole nother vibe and I'm actually excited. I can see like the transition and the growth that's me getting comfortable with my new sound and my new, way of just being true to my artistry and just not being timid.
Yeah.
And getting out of my comfort zone. That's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And her, big bro, like networking, like getting out there and talking to people, like going to different places and stuff. And just,
Yeah, but I'm gonna hold you to that.
Yes.
So when you say you're gonna get out your comfort zone, I'm gonna definitely hold you to that. So you might get a couple text messages, a couple calls,
cool.
like, what you doing? Yeah.
What are we
I
doing?
mean?
That's what I'm gonna say. Well, let's do it.
Yeah, what are we doing?
How can I
Let's
help?
keep it moving. Yeah, let's keep it moving and don't stop. You know what I mean? So the show's called Artists to Know. And you kind of gave us a little information about yourself. Now is the time where you actually look in the camera. This is what I want you to do. I want you to look in whichever camera you want.
Okay,
look into that camera.
Okay.
And you tell that camera why It's Just Law is the artist to know. I mean, it's your pitch.
Okay.
Because I can pitch for you.
Okay.
But I ain't going to do it. So I'm going to let you pitch yourself.
What's up, everybody? It's Just Sly, and I have a few reasons why I am the artist to know. I'm a songwriter, okay? I keep it real. I'm not trying to be anybody that is not me. I'm very true to myself, and I'm also true to the process, which means that I'm not expecting for everybody to understand, and I'm not expecting for everything to be the same, but I am expecting for everybody to have a good time and to just learn how to function, and that's what my music is about. It feels good, you gonna dance, your knees is gonna bop, your fingers gonna snap, and we gonna keep it moving, going and growing. That's why Just Sly is the artist to know.
Yeah, and make sure you tell everybody where they can find you on social media and things like that.
So you can find me on Instagram at its.justlaw. And you can also follow me on Facebook. I have a Facebook music page. It's Just Law, or actually I think it's Just Law is the name. And I have a website too. So if y'all want to buy some merch and support, I'm doing a fundraiser. I'm raising scholarship money for the Trio Upper Bound program at U of L. So shop with me on my merch shop at www.justlawsounds.com/shop.
All right. Hey, thank you so much for taking the time out and chilling with us and, getting everything together. Just talking, because, we do this anyway.
Yes, yes.
Just talking and letting everybody know why you're the artist to know. And everybody out there in the world, this is one of many more episodes that we got coming. So thank you so much for tuning in to Artists You Know. I'm your boy, Tez Too Deep. It's Just Live.
Just Law. Thank you for having me, bro. This is dope.
Rock up the hitter cause I'm on the road. I don't need no flavor, this premium smoke. No, I don't come around like I used to. I thought the feeling was mutual. You swear I'm playing the game, but that's just really what you used to. Disconnected off the Bluetooth. Night school watching YouTube.